So this is a this is a news article that came out right as rates lowered. So we really don't know what the numbers mean. Last week, we saw rates come down 0.5% in anticipation of the FOMC testimony at the end of September. We understand that it's probably going to come down 0.25%, where we really need 0.5%. And you can talk about politics, you can talk about whatever. The point is that rates are still too high for buyers to come back into the market, even though it came down 0.5% on the average for mortgages. We're now at 6.5%. You can buy that down to under 6%. You can probably get even 5.5%, but it's not enough to get the fence sitters off the fence. That's what this article is talking about. And by the way, this link is in my blog. You can go to the blog down below into any of the description, and we can knock that out. You can go take a look at it. Sales aren't surging. We didn't anticipate the sales to surge. Number one, we're past the selling season. March, April, May, summer doldrums. We're in September. And by the end of this month, we might see something come down if it's good news. And to me, good news is if the FOMC drops 0.5% or 500 bips. Mortgage rates haven't come down significantly enough to bring back a flood of buyers. Buyers should keep in mind that while there are more sellers than buyers in the market, some would-be home sellers are now opting to stay put because they don't think they'll get the price they want. Remember, there's not a need for somebody to sell. There's a want. I want to move to another house. I want to move to another city. I don't need to sell my house. There's no negative equity. I don't have to short sell or the bank's threatening to take it back from me. So we're in a precarious situation where sellers are holding their cards close to their chest. We're in a motivational side where you have to motivate the buyer to come and talk to you, or at least look at your house, and then make sure that the quality of that house meets the price based on location, condition of the house, and the market. So there you go. Now you can go into all these blah, 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 these numbers, but the numbers really, all they're saying is what the title proves, or proves what the title says. And yeah, we're down number of volume. We're going to go into that today with the 12 Bay Area County sales report. So there you go. There's some other news items, but they're retro, so we'll go back into that later. This is Cupertino House of the Week, brand new on market. Not my listing, Crescent Court. $5 million, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, 3,900 square feet, built in 2009. If you want to know where it is, it's right here. This is a little valley right here. And the way you would get to this house is you have to go up to Foothill, down this road, down to Crescent, in on Crescent Court. And I think this one goes right into Stevens Creek. So that's right. That's cool. That's nice. We can take a quick look at it inside. So this is a pretty house. This is beautiful. Wow, this is gorgeous. We're also talking about luxury home of the week too, so make sure to stay tuned. Yeah, guys, this is a beautiful house. The one thing I would tell you that this might have a flood cert issue on it. Yep, there you go. Nice. Because it's so close to Stevens Creek, which is that blue line right. There you go. See, if I had a producer, they would be clicking the little things for me. So this is Cupertino House of the Week right here at Crescent Ave. And then here it is right here. This is Stevens Creek. This is the little valley right here, kind of goes down and goes back up. So that's how you would get to the thing. And then here are the houses or the pictures. So inside's really pretty. I like the beige. Probably would have spent time painting it and fixing up the carpet or replacing the carpet, especially since it's $5 million. Nice pantry. So this house is vacant. It's ready to go. It's staged up. So you can tell when a house is staged, makes it look like it's very inviting. They could have updated the countertop here for $5 million. There's a nice pool. Nice. San Jose, this is Morgan Willow Glen House of the Week. Iris Court, not my listing, 1.8, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1882. And the reason why I picked it is it's really close to walking down to Lincoln Ave. And, you know, last week I went to my cousin's house. He lives in Rose Garden. And that's beautiful too, because you can go walk down the Alameda, have some drinks, have some food, some entertainment. You're walking distance to the Shark Tank. And, you know, you can make a day out of it, a night out of it. You can be very entertained by living in areas that are close to the Main Street USA. And, you know, we don't talk much about the Alameda because it's fairly busy and it's not as quaint as Lincoln Ave or Main Street in Los Gatos or what have you, but it's still a nice place. This house is rock and roll old. I mean, okay, so when you're telling a story about a house, the first thing you want to do is show the front and then not go right into the bedrooms. You want to show off the kitchen, unless the kitchen is old and dreary, but it's not. It's nice. I mean, it's not brand spanking new or anything. It's a little dated, but I don't know. If you're putting nice pictures on the MLS, you want to tell a story. You want to have them walk through from the front of the house to the back of the house and then show off the bedrooms and bathrooms and garage. But this one goes right into the bedrooms and then the bathrooms without looking at the kitchen first. And that's, I think, is a mistake. And they didn't do a floor plan, so shame on them. Luxury home of the week, Tallwood Court, brand spanking new, $24 million. Not my listing. 6 bedrooms, 7 and 2.5 baths on an acre, 10,000 square feet, built in 2025. This is brand spanking new. And if you want to see where it is, right there in Atherton. Let's take a quick look at the pictures. Yeah, that's dark. That makes a very difficult picture to see. Look at that. You can't even see the detail of. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the dark. And again, no floor plan and very choosy. I don't know. I mean, I get it. When you're selling a luxury home, you want to kind of show things off, but no floor plan, no exterior shots. I don't know. I'd probably pass on this one. This episode is brought to you by the Home Inspection Checklist. If you haven't done so yet, download it just to get your honey-do list started. No home is perfect. No home has perfectly level floors or plumbed walls or squared walls. So make sure, you know, you're going to have rise and falls with the seasons. When it rains, the soil expands and you're going to get cracks. So, you know, make sure you take a look at this. It'll help you understand what you need to fix if and when you do go to sell your house. All right, and nothing crazy here. We're at 13.5 billion in Santa Clara for sales volume, which is far and above everything else. Alameda is second by half. Well, a little more than half, but there you go. And then the median sales price is 1.999. Still, we'll call it $2 million, and 2.4 for the average. And list price to sales price. When you price it right, It's important for you to understand when you price it right, your house will sell for about 5% over. That means you drop the price about 5%, and then you bring in the right buyers, and then you sell your house fairly quickly, which in Santa Clara is 19 days. In Blossom Valley, it's 18 days, right? In Napa, it's 67 days. That hasn't changed for a while. And you can buy a house there for about $1 million at 50% off or 5% off. So depends on where you're going to go. If you're different counties have different strategies. In Santa Clara, we list about 5% low, and then we go in and bring in the buyers and collect or choose the best offer. If you have it overpriced, it's going to sit on market, period. If you have it overpriced by $100, your house is going to take a long time to sell. Overpricing a house, all you're doing is letting the buyers say next. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Vito with Abitano. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.